For all time, the human race has been searching for an answer. A quest for the ultimate solution. And at long last, the search may be over. Two powerful elements that are meant to be together are now combined.
Wow, I must have had some sort of fever when I did that intro. What I was trying to get at was it was two things that belong together, and audio and video belong together. And with this little audio adapter, hopefully audio will be united with the Osmo Action. Let's find out if it works, shall we? So this is the sound from the Cynova audio adapter that plugs direct straight into the Osmo Action. And I'm hoping, because this is a microphone that is not powered, this is just a lavalier microphone I took off one of my radio mics, plugged it in, and I was happy to see that the mic icon appeared, and it seems to be picking up a pretty good signal. In terms of what this adapter achieves for me, it simplifies a few things. It was $39. So about a month ago, I shot a video about the Cynova audio interface for the Osmo Action. I was excited, and here's what I filmed. So I've driven out to the middle of nowhere. It's foggier than I thought it was going to be, but this is the Osmo Action sound straight from the camera. I'm going to now plug this adapter in and illustrate what difference the adapter can make to recording. And I've got a couple of different microphones, and I'm going to run through them and see if it works well. So I ordered an official Cynova audio adapter from DJI. Right, so there we go. We've got the lav mic plugged into the Osmo Action. Paid 39 quid. It arrived some 6 days later. I plugged it in. It didn't click in, but I thought, that's just how it's supposed to be. The adapter, the one slight thing that I've got an issue with is that it feels like it's going to fall out. I also needed to remove the little rubber foot that was stuck to the adapter because it wouldn't actually mate with the Osmo Action. My Osmo Action I've had for about 6 months, and I have used the USB socket quite a bit to charge it in the car and things like that. So what I'm thinking is, over time, the socket becomes looser. So in this video, all I wanted to do was prove that the Cynova audio adapter works. And I've seen it many times before on the internet, so I thought, but typical, I get one, it doesn't work. It says there's a little church up here somewhere. And then I went off and tested it, and have now got all this stuff from me saying, oh, the connection's not very reliable. It wasn't. This is the third time I've done this piece to camera. I'm now wearing a radio mic, standing next to a historic church. The reason why I sound quite deflated in such a beautiful place is because the audio adapter is slightly wobbly, and the last 2 times I did this, it didn't work. It failed me on several occasions, so that was upsetting. Anyway, this is a Sony radio mic, it's 500 quid. I trust this mic implicitly. I've used it on lots of different projects, lots of different cameras. The only thing that can let it down is the audio adapter, and it did, because I did a couple of takes, and here they are. So this is the Osmo Action now with a radio mic plugged in, a Sony 500 quid lavalier mic and radio pack. And it didn't work. It wasn't plugged in properly. It was plugged in, but it wasn't seated. So the connection failed, and it sounded terrible. The only thing that can let this down is the audio adapter. So yeah, mixed results really. So yeah, it's not the mic connection on the adapter, it's actually the connection into the camera, the USB socket. Disappointing. I'm now using the adapter still, because the adapter works. The weak point isn't the thing that you plug into it. It wouldn't be if you were plugging a Rode Go into it. It wouldn't be if you were plugging a top mic into it. It's the adapter itself and the connection to the camera. It's an afterthought. It's not a connector that you can guarantee will work all the time. It's a USB-C port that wasn't designed to do what this is doing. But it was 39 quid. So I thought, okay, well maybe this would be interesting if I took it apart, put it in a project box, mounted it on a frame, and then that enables me to have a secure connection. I'm off work today with a bit of a cold. I've got some packages in the post, which will enable me to sort out the problem I've got with this Osmo audio adapter. Has required quite a few bits and bobs though. Okay, so I went along that route. Then I got the flu. So I had a high temperature, I was just gluing things and sticking things, and I was trying my best to do a video as well, but I wasn't very well. Hi. It's been a little while since my last part of this video, probably 2 weeks, because I've been laid up with some sort of disgusting flu-y type thing. It has given me some time to sort of sweat and be snotty, and also to try and get this audio adapter to work, but in doing so, this happened. I took it apart so I could fit it in a project box, and I built this, which is a little project box that I got off of Amazon. It was just a little bit too small, and as I clicked the lid shut, one of the USB sockets came away from the circuit board. So I've ordered another one. I've also ordered another cage. And what I'm hoping is the one that I've ordered, the SmallRig one, they've come up with another design of it, which means that it fits the adapter. So that's coming tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be able to attach the adapter securely with a little bit of something or other attached to the cage, because the cage has got lots of screw points. The USB-C connector isn't designed to be an audio interface, and as my tests demonstrated when I was well and wandering around the countryside, the lavalier mic is just here. It's not reliable.
And this is now a £500 radio mic.
The actual sound quality from the thing is perfectly fine. Pretty big disappointment with the adapter on that one. But what I can't be doing with is a connection I can't trust. So hopefully this new cage from SmallRig will be able to make the whole setup a little bit more robust. So I did all that, and it arrived, and then this happened. So this is now the SmallRig cage, the new SmallRig cage, with the new audio adapter, which was actually £10 cheaper on Amazon, and it's exactly the same. Cynova, exactly the same brand, exactly the same. The only difference with this one is it actually fits into my Osmo Action without having to remove the rubber stop, and it clicks in. So the first one I got was actually faulty. Ah, so satisfying. And there's very little play now because it is perfectly sculpted for this adapter. So even if I was going to get any wiggle, I'm getting even less now. Very nice. If we put the Rode Video Micro onto here, it gets into shots considerably. So here, solid. Click that into there. Everything's clicking so nicely now. It's all very clicky. So there we are. There it is all together. It looks, yeah, it's a micro vlogging setup with a microphone. We've got the Rode Video Micro on top. I've got a little Ulanzi lifter here, which means the microphone fluffy does not get into shot, because yesterday I had some fun and games with the microphone getting into shot. Detecting a small issue with this, it's always in the, We've got this new SmallRig updated cage, and inside that we've got the Osmo Action, and plugged into the Osmo Action we've got the cheaper non-DJI ordered adapter. I've now got audio from the Lumix G7, which is about 2 feet away from my face. I have been using the Tascam DR10L through the majority of this video, so that's what this audio now. That sounds like. And this is the audio from the Rode Video Micro going into the Cynova audio adapter, going into the Osmo Action in the new SmallRig updated cage. Now, we all expect to get some faulty kit, don't we, when we order stuff online? But again, I was surprised that the kit that I ordered from DJI is faulty, and the stuff that I bought cheaper online from someone else isn't. That's just bad luck. But it's bad luck that could be managed better. The fact that DJI have had to use a third-party audio adapter opens them up to all sorts of problems with quality control, and I think that's all this demonstrates. And I'm not looking for my money back, because I know I smashed it to bits to get it into that project box, so I'm not looking for a refund. I've learnt what I need to learn. I've got the kit that I need to, and it's working now, so I'm relatively pleased. I'm just slightly aggravated by the fact that I had to go through all this to get this thing to work properly. But it works now, as you can hear, because this is the audio from the Rode Video Micro on top of the Osmo Action, and it's probably getting a delightful shot up my nostrils. So now it's putting it to use, using it for the project for which this little contraption was constructed for. My advice, buy 2 cheap ones on Amazon, send one that doesn't work back. That's my advice. Sorry DJI, but it is.